ladies and gentlemen, we've all been there. Sitting in a room listening to a leader who thinks they're making a powerful statement, but somehow no one leaves with any real direction. That's not leadership. That's noise. Leadership isn't about having the loudest voice or the most impressive words. It's about creating clarity. If people walk away confused, you haven't led them anywhere. But when you communicate with purpose, with vision, people follow. Not because they have to, but because they believe in where you're taking them. Leaders don't just speak, they create clarity. Too often, people mistake leadership for authority. They believe that just because they have a title, their words carry weight, but leadership isn't about talking, it's about making sure people understand. A leader who speaks in vague terms, who fills the air with jargon, or who assumes people just get it, is not leading at all. They're simply making noise. And noise creates confusion. Clarity, on the other hand, creates alignment. When a leader communicates clearly, everyone in the room knows exactly what's expected of them, why it matters, and how they contribute to the bigger picture. There's no second guessing, no hesitation, just a shared sense of purpose. When people understand the mission, they move with confidence. They make decisions faster, they take ownership. But when communication is unclear, people hesitate. They fear making mistakes. They start working in silos, disconnected from the larger vision. And that's when teams start to break down. Clarity isn't just about speaking simply. It's about ensuring that the message lands the way it's meant to. That requires listening just as much as speaking. Great leaders ask, "What did you hear?" instead of assuming, "I was clear." They create an environment where people feel safe to ask questions, to challenge assumptions, to seek deeper understanding. Because leadership isn't about proving how much you know, it's about making sure the people you lead know what they need to succeed. The best leaders understand that communication is not just a skill, it's a responsibility. If people are confused, it's not their fault, it's on the leader to communicate better. That means stripping away unnecessary complexity. It means speaking with intention, choosing words that resonate rather than impress. It means reinforcing key messages, not through repetition for the sake of it, but by connecting ideas in ways that make sense. Every decision a leader makes, every strategy they set, and every change they introduce depends on one thing: whether the people they lead truly understand. Because when people are clear on the mission, they commit to it. When they understand the goal, they take action. And when they feel connected to the vision, they don't just follow, they lead alongside you. Trust is built or broken by the way we communicate. When a leader speaks, people don't just hear words. They listen for the truth. They pay attention to tone, consistency, and whether the message aligns with actions. Words alone don't build trust. Integrity does. And integrity is communicated through how we express ourselves, how we respond. A leader who says one thing and does another creates a disconnect. People can feel when they're being misled, even if the intentions are good. When there's a gap between what's said and what's done, trust erodes. But when a leader's words align with their actions, trust becomes solidified. It's built on reliability, on the knowledge that what's communicated is real and intentional. And communication isn't just about delivering information, it's about creating a feeling of safety. People need to know that when they speak up, when they share an idea or concern, it will be heard. They need to feel that they can be vulnerable and that their voices matter. Leaders who shut down dissent, who ignore feedback, or who dismiss concerns only break trust further. But when leaders engage in open, honest conversations, even in difficult moments, they create an environment where trust can thrive. Trust isn't given freely, it's earned over time. And the foundation of that trust is communication. Leaders who communicate with transparency, who show vulnerability, and who listen more than they speak, set the stage for people to trust them. Because when trust is strong, loyalty follows. And when people trust you, they'll follow you not because they have to, but because they want to. Great communication isn't about what you say, it's about what they understand. As a leader, your role isn't to deliver a performance or to sound impressive. It's to make sure that the message you're sharing is received in the way it was intended. Miscommunication happens when there's a gap between the message you send and the message they hear. This gap can cause confusion, frustration, and disengagement. A great leader knows that the effectiveness of communication is measured by its impact, not by the number of words used or the complexity of the ideas. The goal isn't to showcase knowledge, but to ensure that people truly understand what's expected, what's possible, and what's at stake. When a leader communicates with clarity and purpose, people don't just hear, they grasp the full meaning. True communication requires empathy. It requires understanding the audience and adapting your message so that it resonates with them. It's about making sure everyone is on the same page, not just you as the leader. When people understand the vision, the mission, and their role in it, they act with intention. When they don't, they act out of uncertainty, and that uncertainty often leads to inaction.